Hi, welcome to the Data Tech. So today we're gonna install. Hi, welcome to the Data Tech. So today we're gonna discuss about how to install MySQL in Windows and how to get start with it. So you have to first get into this website dev.mysql.com/downloads/installer, and you may see some version here. So whichever version that you see when the time that you get into this link, just go with that. So here we will be having two files. Just go with the one which has bigger size. Like if you consider this case, the first one is 2.1 MB and the second one is 303 MB. So let's go for the second one. Just click download. So it asks you to do login or sign up, but that is an optional. If you come down, you can see no thanks, just start my download. Click this. So this will download the file, but I have already downloaded the same file. So let me stop this and let me open the folder where I have already installed it. So just double click this. So this will open the installer. So now you can see here it is asking for server only, client only, full or custom. Let's go for full. Just click this. In the right hand side, you will see what are all the components will be get installed as part of the selection that you have given. So it has MySQL server, clients, shell, workbench, and documentation and everything. So just click next. And here it is asking you for the installation directory. So I already have a directory with this name because I have already installed MySQL. Just for this video, I have uninstalled it. So the directory is still present. So let me just add _2 to my directory. So now let me just click next and then just ignore the warning. Just give S. And you can see all these components will be get installed one by one when you click execute, right? So the first component is getting installed. So once it is done, you will see a tick mark, a green color tick that you will see in the left hand side. So such like that, all the remaining files should get complete. Let's wait for it. Okay, now you can see all these are got completed. So just click next and again next. So it just shows you the information like what is the TCP port. So here it is like 3306 is the default TCP port used by MySQL. So when you will be using it as like when you try to do some JDBC connectivity through Java or Python, you may have to give the host name of the MySQL and the port number of the MySQL. So by default, the host, the IP will be your local host, and we have to give localhost colon 3306. The time of JDBC connectivity will come to know about this. So just leave it like with 3306, and if you feel like this port number is used by some other process running in your system, then you can give a different port number. Okay, let it be 3306. Next, I have to choose the password. Okay, so just choose the first one. By default, the first one is chosen. So just give next. So I have to give the password here. So I'll be giving root as my password because I just used to remember that always when it comes to my database. So, but the password is going to be root. So because I'm not going to give a very strong password because I'm going to use this for my own learning purpose and for video, right? So I'm not, this is not my dev or production database, right? So I'll just go with root and then click next. And you don't want to do anything in this window, just as is, go for next. And here just choose the first one, yes, grant full access, and then next. And here again all these informations will be get executed, so just click execute. Let's wait for all these to get complete. So all these are like configurations that been getting applied. Okay, it's done. Now finish, and then again next, and finally just the router configuration. Now just click finish, and then again next. And here the username, it is like by default is root. If you want to change, you can change, but I'll leave it as it as is. So my username and password is going to be the same. So just click. So once the connection is succeeded, click next and then execute and finish. And again next. It's all done. So now the installation is complete. So once you click finish, right, so automatically you will get MySQL workbench and then shell, MySQL shell. That means in the command prompt. So these two system will be get opened now. Just click finish and you can see the shell get started and the MySQL workbench also will be get started now. Okay, so the workbench is also started. So you can either go for shell, the terminal, the command prompt, or you can go for MySQL workbench. So when you open MySQL workbench every time, you will see the list of connections here. For example, now we could see only one connection, which is the root as a user, and then the localhost 3306, the connection which we have created during the installation step. Just double click it, and it is asking for the password. So my password is root. Okay. So now it just creates the editor. So where you can just type all your SQL queries and then you can execute it. So if you see here, so I have already typed it, so that's why it's coming. So by default, this will be empty like this. So just I'll just revert back. So you can first create a database, just select this and choose this option to execute. So just click execute, it got executed. Now I'm just creating the table within that test database, test.demo. So demo is a table name with one column. Just execute. And to this table, I'm inserting a value, one integer value to the serial number column, that is S and O. Just execute. So you have to select that particular line and then execute, else it will execute all the lines. So now the select query. Now you can able to see the data here. So the same thing you can do with the terminal also, or else like you can go for search for MySQL. You will get MySQL Workbench, MySQL command line client, and then MySQL shell. You can use either shell or the workbench. So that's all with respect to the video. And if you really like this video, please do subscribe my channel and forward this to your friends and colleague. And I do lot of videos like the complete database playlist link is there in the description box of this video where I teach database, RDBMS and other practical SQL stuff. And also I have a big data video, cloud video, coding video, everything is there in my channel. Just please have a look. And my Instagram page is the Data Tech, where I used to put short videos. You can even follow there. Thanks for watching.